Greetings endurance owners. Welcome to the 35-foot endurance down in Fremantle in Western Australia. I'd like to show you a few photographs of the boat first and then a bit of a video. Photographs should last about a minute and a half or so. As you can see by the inside, it's got lots of stuff in there. Well, it had lots of stuff, let me put it that way. It's all been stripped out now. That's what it looked like before. There was a huge nav area and a very, very tiny dinette on the starboard side. Very tiny galley up forward. Right up forward behind the anchor locker was a toilet. Coming back from there was an area where there was, I think, 4 bunks, a couple of wardrobes. It had 5'10" headroom, which is hard to tell from this photo, but that's basically what it was. And looking back there, you can see there was 2 steps down and then slightly, sort of just around where the mast step was, that was the floor area. Back of the cockpit, it's got a wheel and a provision for a tiller. What else is there? Oh yeah, looking forward, this the cabin tops. The cabin tops are basically rotten, so is the cabin sides. They're going to come off later on. And but we'll leave that back section on there. That'll stay, that's fine. It's just the sides and the top, which we're going to take off. And there's the cockpit floor. And what else we're going to do? Yes, we're basically starting on the inside of the boat to we've completely, literally stripped it all, taken all the fuel tanks, water tanks out, bit of the deck area. And that's, let me see, oh, that's the deck area, of course. And that's the hull out of the water, as can be seen there, the rubbing strake and the water line, everything was crooked. The hull was beautifully faired, but all the paintwork and everything was just terrible condition, so it all had to come out. And as you can see there, sort of some of the lines are a little bit crooked, but yeah, we can live with that. But I'll repaint that anyway, so it's not a problem. And yes, shot from the back when it was out of the water when we saw the boat originally back in November. The obligatory bikini shot, of course. So let's go into the boat. There we are on the right hand side, starboard side, where the old fuel tank was. We put a Diablo fuel tank, 108 litre, and a raised floor. There's Rhonda doing a bit of vacuuming. To the left was the galley area. Here we go. Okay, here we are. This is the galley area. As you can see, this is what we're doing down here. This is also my tool bench at the moment. And the top of the hull here, this is the side of the galley area. You can see it's full of wood rot. It's all got to come off. Down here, where the 2-burner gas stove will be. Just down here is where the sink will be. And just down here, in the little box down here, is where the fridge will be. That's stepping down, we'll show that in a moment. Over here is where we're storing all our crap at the moment. As you can see, it's just full of crap. Say hi, Rhonda.
Hi.
And that's it around there like that. So all this top area is coming off. Because what they've done when they built it, they've only made it like 5'10" and 6 foot, so I can't walk here without banging my head. Right, now as you can see by the photos, which what it looked like originally looks completely different. And what we're doing here is we're extending the wall out this way, and this one over here, it's actually coming to, where's my finger, that level there. It's going to go straight up. And the deck area here, all this deck area at the front is coming off, and we're raising it up 14 inches. I think there's a mark there. Can you see the mark? 14 inches. That's where we're raising it to. So then we go down. we go downstairs. So, well, I'll just show you down here. So, next to the fridge here, this is where the fridge motor is going, and it's going to be a wardrobe. Down here's the floor, and up forward here, down there, is basically where the bed is going. It's going to be a queen size bed. Right, most people when they build these boats build like, beds for 20 people. It's totally unnecessary. The most we'll ever take is the two of us, and that's it. So that's going up front there. This is just a cutout for the mast. We haven't finished that bit. There's another one here, and this is where the shower drain is going underneath. This little cutout here is to switch the water for the engine on and off. Over here will be the toilet on one side, a shower against here facing down, the door into the head area will just be here, and then the bulkhead will come against this one here, just slightly forward of the mast, and then just down this way here. So the sink will be over there. So that's it. So basically, and at the moment I'm standing now, and it's about 5 foot headroom here. I can only stand when I go down here. A little bit dirty there, and that's up front. A couple of fittings there, and then just the anchor locker and all that sort of stuff under there, anchor winch. And what he's done underneath here, I don't know, there's lots of paper, and I think the decks are epoxy, not actually cement. So there we go. And the back of the bed height, actually this is the bed height here, but it's not the back of the bed, it's just a beam to support everything on. Looking back out, so you can see where the original bulkhead was over there. Cuts out for some of the navigation stuff he had here, which was so old. And all the electrical panels, there were red and black on the positive and red and black on the negative buzz bars. And the 240 volt wiring was the same as the 12 volt wiring, so a danger. So that's as far as we can go now without taking the tops off. We can't put the next piece on, same as on that side there. So, and that's downstairs, the engine. Now, notice that there. Whoops, I'll see if I can come around here. There you go. You put the engine in so high that you have to have a cutout in the floor. So the guy's absolutely insane. So ciao.